play football together, and he came. I think I started playing music. I got given a bass guitar. I don't know what age, maybe like 15 or something. Was it?
Younger, I think.
14. That age don't matter anyway. But Jack came to our football training at the time, and he told me a story. He'd been excluded from school. Was it? And I said, what was that for? And he said, I jumped on top of my teacher's car and started jumping up and down, screaming, I want to be a girl. And I thought, I need to start hanging out with this guy more often. And then we ditched, even though we were pretty good at sport, football and stuff, and climbing up a ladder to making money. Just quit and started playing music. And then we've just been fucking doing mad shit ever since.
I don't know, because probably a normal band who've got like professional, I don't know, contracts and shit, like have like scheduled moments when they go into the studio to get things finished, whereas ours is just total backhand. It's someone in the studio, no, I'll come down now and try and do it as much as we can in what allotted time we get. And so it's like, I don't know, I think it could be finished next week if I had a whole week in the studio, but I think there's going to be 3 poems and a good mix and some brand new songs that are our greatest songs, I think, and the pinnacle of really what 3 people can do in a room that are playing like music the way we play it, that kind of rock and roll and that kind of thing, just real instruments, taking that as far as 3 people in a room can physically take it. I love
Japan would be alright.
Yeah, Japan. Let's go there. Because we've had, like, when we played in Glastonbury, 2 years we've done it. The same devoted fans from Japan came over to watch us with their flag. And I'm desperate to go over and get to you, even if it's just a private one-on-one gig. I just want to get to you and play a show for you in Japan.
House party show.
House party. We're going to come and play in your house, if you have a house. In fact, if you don't have a house, we'll play as well. We don't care.
If you stay in a hotel, we play in the hotel room.
Yeah, we play in the lobby, we play in the toilet.
If you're homeless, we play on the street. Just for you. Like.
Just for you. Swansea to Hornsey.
Hornsey to Japan.
It was just a fun time, that was for me. Sometimes something happens and it takes you a long time to really process what it all means, and I think that's kind of happening with me. And I think that's happened a lot with Trampolene as a band, because like we put out poems and we put out songs, and we did it quite a while ago, some of it.
People are still finding out about stuff, like say this last release we did, because maybe people like it, they've shared it to their friends or whatever, so new people are still coming into us and seeing other stuff we've released, which is good. We had a message saying we were in the charts in Lithuania, in Holland, in France, from previous releases we've done, so we don't really know what that means, but it's cool, like.
All my life, I've always been striving for something. Like when I was a kid, I was striving to find dinosaurs, and then when I was a bit of a bigger kid, I was like striving to be a professional footballer, and then after that, I was striving to be a musician, to be a guitarist. And after that, I was like striving to be the best writer, and then I moved to London, and I realised all this striving was just me trying to strive a way to find out a way to be me the best way I could. And I think you've got to move away, you've got to get out your comfort zone, don't you, to really find out who you are sometimes, and how depth and how low and how deep the abyss really is.
Touche,
yeah.
Well, we're all was on the road, like. Yeah, I think as soon as I.
Yeah, Wayne just literally moved into my house and he didn't leave for like 10 years.
No, 10 years.
It's a lot.
That means I'd still be there.
Yeah, no, I know.
I know, you know, I haven't jumped that fucking dimension. Yeah, but, no, I moved into his house when he was still in school. I was in a different city. So I was meant to be in school, but I was just in Jack's house. On his lunch break, he'd come home, he'd play music for an hour, and he'd go back to school, and I was just still in his house. So we've kept it close over the years. Like. I think we've shared a bed for the majority of our lives as well.
I think like for us, like writing is just being done all the time, like in your head when you're on the road. I don't know. Say between band practice and sleep, there's like a couple of hours sometimes. That's a good time to write. No, I have no rules and no set ways. Anything comes, it comes, and that's it. I feel that's the best way to be, because being adaptable is the key, really, isn't it? Sometimes I write a poem and I think, oh, that's great, I don't need any music for that. And then sometimes I write a song, oh, I probably needs like great something, probably needs Wayne to do something like that. And then I write something else and I'm like, like nothing, just a bit of a renaissance man. Initially I have a real clear thought of what it's going to be, but then like things happen, you know. To say like the poem I wrote last night will only ever be a poem would be silly for me to say, because time does all sorts of mad things.
Find a bit of inspiration in each other, I suppose. Like,
yeah, just one look at Wayne's face and like write a whole fucking essay. He does the cat and I do the job. So
I don't.
He doesn't do the cat. Well, he did it once.
He can't. He has to be a good boy. Like, he's too mad. But like, he keeps telling people how to cat, even though he's referred as cat man and he's never tried it. I tried it, but he puts it across. I do it all the time. Like, it's fucking terrible. Like, I'll never do that all the time. Fucking hell, what a bad thing to do to your life. Yeah. So I tried it. He witnessed it, and that was it.
History was made.
Yeah.
Inspiration is like such a huge, vast thing. You know, it's like when people say about it, it can be you can either pot a pan full in the kitchen, and it can be like an idea. It's like there really isn't like a kind of set way these things happen, and I think that's what most artistic people understand. That.
And anything that stimulates your mind, like you said, it could be anything. That will give you an idea. Anything that gets your brain going, make you think.
And actually,
join the dot.
Yeah, and I'm coming across the other way now, because like a lot of what makes Trampolene what it is, makes me what I am, isn't just having an idea. It's having an idea, believing in the idea, believing in yourself, and then following it through to the very end.
These days, obviously, because like there's so much we want to do, I find it hard to go to gigs. I don't really enjoy them too much, you know. Sometimes I'm surprised. You do. It is quite good now and again, like. But unless I'm on the stage, it feels weird for me. I can't be in the crowd for some reason. It's just one of those things that just a light goes off and it's just like something's not right. You're like. But I do have memories when me and Jack were a bit younger. Like, kind of the first bands that made us really kickstart what we were doing. And there was one band at the time called Nikolai. And this is like one of the early bands that we were impressed that were around us. They were older than us, but they blew us away. Like, small show in Swansea.
It's a lot of it, like the fact that whoever's watching this, the majority of people never heard of them. So I find it tragedy. Like,
When you see a band that will never be known to the degree that they should at least get some notoriety, and you caught them at their peak in a small show. And you know, if that was on a bigger scale, it'd been one of the best shows someone was seen. But it just never got there. And the funniest thing is, those gigs, no one's getting paid for it. So everyone's pretty much just doing it for the love of doing it. So if you get a good performance, it's from the heart. But
It's a good line. It's a good true line, that is. Yeah, it's in bad place and all.
Play some cricket and there, like, pull some muscles, like.
Schoolyard romance. He says, look at the next generation, what a state. Would laugh if I were you, mate.
I'm only joking.
Down the gangway for some one-on-one. She unsquared me with her.
Imagine a forest somewhere in the back of your mind, and in this forest it's raining, with all this falling from the ground, smashed avocado. It's just coming down, it's like that. Oh my God, what's that? It's an avocado.
On the skin, like.
Yeah, in the skin, out the skin, around the skin, lemon dripping, toast, tomatoes, halloumi. It's all there, it's just dripping down, there's just avocados everywhere. Don't, just beware. Bring your umbrella.
Sit me down.